Sagittarius, what's up? Right, how we doing? This is going to be your predictive reading for this week of the 28th of July through the 3rd of August 2025. God has blessed it for us. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Ooh, if you want to book a personal with me, Archers, information is below this video. So yeah, we'll just get into this. See what your week is looking like. Your overall energy, we have number 50, no place like home. So this week, not that you ever do, but you're definitely not holding back. This week you are being as authentically you as possible. This week you might find yourself even at work or while you're just out and about, you're just feeling very relaxed, feeling very homely, feeling very like, maybe this week for you is more personal than professional. This week, your colleagues or something, they might be kind of surprised by you because you're being a different version of yourself. You're being very comfortable this week. You have number 19 here, very flexible too. So just, bending with it. Whereas normally you might be more firm, like, no, I'm not bending for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that. I'm standing strong and tall. But this week you might be a little more flexible, a little bit more like, okay. And people will be surprised because it's maybe not the side of you people are used to seeing, which is actually very nice. We're in Leo season. Leos are very bold, very fierce. They love the spotlight, love being the center of attention. And so even if you're not a Leo, all of us kind of, entertain that energy for ourselves. But I feel like this week for you, you might kind of just be, maybe you're staying at home a lot more. Maybe this week you're not going to the office because you just don't feel like it. Maybe this week you just want to stay comfy in your PJs all week. Thing that I think a lot of people don't realize about you, Sagittarius, is you're very independent. You have a lot of friends, you're very social, you might be married or in a relationship, but you very much so like your you time. And I think people don't always expect that of you because you're a friend. You're the friend who will go there. You're the friend who will ride with. You're the friend who will do this and that with. But I think this week, because no place like home, I don't think you're, not feeling well or anything. It's just, sometimes we just like to just not. You know what I mean? It's like, not that you're off this week, but maybe you're just like, hey, this is me. Sometimes take it or leave it. You're not used to seeing the other side of me, but this week it is what it is. Okay. So yeah. In your expected number 18, serendipity, this is totally you. So yeah, just when you're being authentic, when you're not performing or putting on or having to save nobody or be there for nobody, it allows fate and karma is always going to do what it does, but it allows you, I guess, to see more of it because you're not doing this time. This week, you're actually letting things happen. And so when that happens, luck, right timing, right place, right people, right circumstances, fate, the burnt toast theory, really in full effect. Like, when you just kind of let go, let fate kind of take you, it takes you places you might not have ever been expecting. So with serendipity, it's just like, all the good karma coming your way. And I really believe that it's tied to with you just being you this week. It's like, I'm not putting on, I'm not trying to impress nobody. Yes, I'm being flexible, but I'm also just going to let life. And when you kind of let go of the reins like that, life takes you on this wonderful journey. And I think you'll be expecting that because you don't have expectations this week, if that makes sense. Like normally you might have it all booked and planned and ready, but this week you're like, let's see where it goes. And when you have that kind of attitude and with your, unique selves, it really takes you and shows you how blessed you are, how lucky you are, how things just good things happen to you because it's your fortune, it's your destiny unfolding, and you're not putting a hand on it. You're just letting it. Like, you're expecting to be carried this week, and because you're expecting that, that's exactly what happens. So I love it for you. And your unexpected, yeah, good. Number 6, not for you. So there's a chess game being played, right? The fortune cookie, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says nope. So something's going on this week, and it's in your unexpected, because I don't think you're involved. I think it's going on around you. You might be the center of it, but you're not in it. There might be people in some kind of game or battle for you. You're not playing though. You're the object, but maybe you don't even realize it. Or you probably do. But the thing is, your unexpected is saying, nope, don't get involved. It's not for you. It's not your game to be played. These are people or situations that might be centering it around you, but it's not because of you, nor is it for you. So don't get involved. And the thing is, sometimes, with chess, it's an intelligent game, right? So it's people making some smart moves, but there can only be one winner. And so I feel like for you, just, don't even worry yourself with it. You can sit back and watch the game being played, because chess is interesting to see how people's minds maneuver and how they can outsmart one another, right? Who can take what pieces and knock them down and, cross over to the other side and all that. It's really a game of strategy. So that's what's going on. But again, not for you to get involved. And so it coming up in your unexpected, you might not even be aware until you are. And then it's like, oh, is this going on around me? Let it. Don't even involve yourself. Be flexible enough to say, okay, I see it. Now I'm staying out of it. Nope. Your likely outcome, you have number 4, higher power. I love this card because this is like you and God being on the same, you're on his path. You're on his plan. This is, I feel like, when you and God are in sync. Sometimes we have our plans and our ways, and God always has his, which prevail. But this week, you're going to be seeing what God sees, seeing how he sees it, because he's letting you, right? And so higher power is like, that with everything going on this week, it had very little to do with you and everything to do with God and his plan, and how beautifully it works out for us, far better than what we sometimes think will work out for ourselves. You have 19, 50, 18, 6, and 4. So your serendipity, you're just kind of going with the flow, is going to lead you to this flexibility, right? Where you'll be able to know when you should sit back and watch, and know when you should maybe get involved. But yeah, I feel like this week is going to just kind of carry you into some really beautiful places. It's also going to carry you into this chess game, right? But again, not for you to get involved, just for you to kind of observe and see. And also, prayer, meditation, holy book study this week, for sure. Let that be a highlight for you. That's how you get in sync with God and his plan, and really kind of see all the blessings that you have, that you've had, and that are coming. Okay. Overall, is it that you're sick? Some of you might be sick this week. You got number 31, bad health, which is why staying home is definitely the best idea. You could be taking care of a loved one who's not feeling well or something like that, just dealing with some bad health issues. It could be physical, it could be mental. But yeah, being at home, recovering, taking care of yourself, not doing too much because you can't, because bad health, so it's like, don't try to force it, be flexible, but also, if you're not feeling good, stay home. Okay. High honor, number 25 is here. Something to do with perhaps military, or some it could be you, some like high ranking official with high honors. This reminds me like the 21 gun salute, when people of service pass on, and there's a high honor at their homegoing. I don't think anybody's dying here, but it could be metaphorical or something like that. High honor is just like receiving your flowers while you're alive to receive them, or maybe giving them to somebody who's already, moved on or something like that. You're expected. You got number 1, the main male. This could be you. This could be somebody you're dealing with, but this guy is going to come in and really kind of help you get carried away in your luck and in good fortune. He's just going to kind of remind you that you deserve it. Expect good things, and good things happen, right? So this main male will be maybe even like your little guardian angel this week, just kind of reminding you that you deserve it, that everything that's going to happen to you, especially good, will. So don't worry, don't fret, just let life kind of take you on a flow. Unexpected, you have sudden wealth, number 11. Yeah, we like that. So 777, striking the jackpot, getting some kind of monetary gift. Now this is funny because it's coming up with this not for you, right? So there's some game being played, but you got sudden wealth here. That it's like the game that people could be playing for this wealth. They could be playing each other, but it serendipitously, I don't know if that's a word, but it miraculously comes your way. You know what I mean? You weren't even aware there was a game, but you get the blessing for it. And this could be money. This could be a lotto ticket. This could be some kind of wealthy gift that just kind of lands in your lap, right? Like, wow, was not expecting this, but here it is. Again, that serendipity, that being connected with God, it just all has a way of working out. You have number 38, which is toil and labor here. And I think this has something to do with maybe the health situation going on. So, gotta kind of work hard for things this week. And even if the working hard for the thing is your health, it's just feeling better, feeling, up to doing your normal day-to-day tasks. Might be a little bit more difficult because of the bad health, but, just trust God and know that everything happening is supposed to be happening. You got high honor here too, so it's not a bad week, but I just think it's a week where you might have to sit down a little bit, and that could be a good thing. So that's what I got for you, Archers. I hope it blessed you. Like, subscribe, share. I'll talk to you soon.